Morning folks, today is Monday the 22nd of January. We're here at the allotment. I didn't come down on the weekend, one because it was raining, and secondly I was actually away, so I didn't come down. Now as you can see, it's still very wet down here, so there's not much going on. So what I'm going to do, if I turn you around, is hopefully get some more of this decking done. And I'm going to try and push right to the tree line there and try and dig all the stuff out, but we'll see how that goes. If it gets too much, I'm going to stop and just board all this up. So join me in a second, I'll show you what's going on. Well, it's been 2.5 hours and I'm still no closer. I've pulled out pretty much what could be a house in bricks. It's been ridiculous, and trees, roots and things, and we're still nowhere near level. So I don't know what to do. I'm only going, where this post is, I'm only coming up to here, so the back of the shed will be along this post, so that's not so important. So it'll only be to there, but I'm stuck. It's one of those days when nothing is going right whatsoever. The ground is still sopping, as you can see. Any ideas? I'm a bit stuck. I'm tempted just to carry on building and sod the levelness. Going straight across is fine, it's perfectly level. Back to front or front to back isn't, which I know will mean the shed will be slightly off. I'll come back to you. Right folks, it's still not level. I don't care anymore. I'll work with it and alter it as I build the shed. I think I've had enough. I can't dig it to get level, and I wanted it all one level, so I'm going to leave it as it is and we'll get on with palleting. Okay folks, it's getting dark now, so I'm just going to head off. I want to show you this. This is a massive bag of shredding that I get from work. I work in an office, so I have endless supplies of this. And normally what I do, every so often, I bring a moving bag and put it in the composter. So that's all I'm going to do now, is put it in the composter. I'll give it a soak in as well, just to make sure it doesn't catch a light or anything if it does get really warm, which I doubt, but we'll just put that in. Okay, as you can see, it's filled up the composter. So all we're going to do now is just give this a bit of a soak in, and then that'll be it then. We'll just keep adding our general waste onto it then. As you can see, it goes quite far down. And just sugar load of paper. Afternoon all. I haven't really been down the allotment this week as I was away. There's a little bit of footage. I went down yesterday which was Monday. I did a bit more of the pallet decking, which you would have just seen. It didn't quite go to plan, so I'm going to relook at that this weekend hopefully, and we'll go and get the compost as well. But I thought I'd do a little video just to show you what seeds I'll be doing this year. and just talk a little bit about them really. So let's get started. Okay, so the first off we got a broad beans masterpiece green, these seeds. Now we've got 2 bags of these. Originally one was meant to go in sort of November time, and then the other one sort of around about February, March time, but that didn't quite go to plan. So we've got a lot of you know, broad beans to go in, which is good. So we'll do them shortly. We've got 2 lots of them. We've also got some runner beans. The runner beans we've chosen this year are Scarlet Emperor. I've heard good things about these, so we're going to give them a go. These ones, and we get about, it says 54 grams. There's plenty of seeds. We normally only plant about 10, 15 maybe 20, because it gives us more than enough for what we need it for. We've also got some garlic. I think we've got 40 garlic cloves, so we're planting garlic. I planted about 20 last year and there was not enough really, so we're going to double that this year and hopefully get a lot more then. We've also got beetroot, chigoria, sorry about the pronunciation, chigoria beetroot. These are great, I love these. I've got 2 types of beetroot, and I think it's these ones, which are sort of purple and white. They do the rings, and these are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So we got some of them. We've also got some tomato tigerella. These tomatoes I'd highly recommend to anyone. These are brilliant. I don't grow them inside at all, apart from starting them off. They just go outside straight away, and they are absolutely brilliant. We've had thousands and thousands of tomatoes off just like 7 plants really, 7 to 10 plants. I highly recommend these to anyone. Tigerella tomatoes, they're absolutely brilliant and they taste delicious. We have also got pumpkin. Everyone loves a good pumpkin, especially for Halloween. So we've got Howden pumpkins. So we'll use these this year now, ready for Halloween, and to make a spiced sort of Moroccan type soup, which I might do the recipe and do as a video as well if people are interested, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Sweet corn golden bantam, golden bantam sweet corn. These are also really good. We normally plant all of these, get them going, and you can't beat homegrown sweet corn, cannot beat it. Butternut squash, we have got Hunter F1 variety. These are also delicious. We make a lot of soup with these butternut squashes, similar to the pumpkins, so the sort of spiced Moroccan soup, and we freeze a lot of them ready to keep us going through the winter. Okay, we've got catnip. I've got a cat, so I thought I'd grow catnip. Now, I've been debating this, if I'm honest. I was originally going to grow it at the allotment, but we have issues at the allotment with cats. They poo everywhere and there's a lot of them, so I doubt I will grow it at the allotment. I was thinking then excuse me, to grow it in the garden. The issue with that again is cats in the garden, will they be pooing everywhere? So I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to grow it in a pot in the house, so our cat can eat it when he wants, if he wants to, and then obviously we'll dry it out for him as well. So we thought we'd give that a go. We've got dill. Everyone, well, I love dill personally, so we're going to grow a little bit of dill. What else have we got? Brussels sprouts. We've got I'm not sure what variety these are actually, I didn't write it down. We've got Brussels sprouts ready for Christmas. We still got some at the plot actually, which I need to pull out really, but we'll have them for Christmas. The other variety of beetroot, we got a bolt hardy. These are brilliant as well. We're going to attempt to make, I think it's chocolate and beetroot cake, which I'll probably film again as well, just to see what they're like really. I've also got peas, alderman peas. These are great peas. These are, so we've got plenty of them to keep us going. And again, what we'll do with them is we'll freeze them. And finally, here we have comfrey. So comfrey, I've been told, is a herb. I've never grown it and not really heard much about it. So we've got comfrey. Now, I've been doing a bit of research, and apparently it's a great fertilizer. You can make comfrey tea. So we're going to attempt that this year, and I'll go through the process of actually growing it, as well as making a comfrey tea and seeing if it's any good or really. So we're going to attempt that, and these can go in soon on the windowsill. Now I've also got a few other seeds in the house which I thought I brought with me, which I haven't. I've got I'll add on to this video when I get home now, just to show what we do have. But basically we've got carrots, parsnips and a few other things, but I'll show you them later. I also want to say, someone asked me where I get my seeds from, a friend of mine. I buy mine personally off eBay. It's where I choose to get mine from. Now I use a company called Premier Seeds Direct. They're a great company. I've used them for the last few years for my seeds. They're just great price. You never have any problems with the seeds at all. It's just I like them really, if I'm honest. The service is great. You get your seeds pretty fast, and like I said, there's never any issues. I don't get all my seeds from there, I'll be honest. Some things they don't do, like the comfrey, I couldn't find with them, so I do shop around. But I'd always buy them. I tend to find buying them online is a bit cheaper. We're hopefully gonna be next week getting some more compost. It's the end of the month, last Sunday of the month this week, so we'll hopefully be going to get some more compost, and I want to finish that deck in this week now, so I can start work on the shed. So I really want to get that done, sort out the issues that I've had with it, which has driven me nuts yesterday, as you saw. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all my thanks for all my new subscribers, and everyone who's left comments. Really appreciate it. I'm quite amazed how fast this is going, really. We're up to 84 subscribers, which I was not expecting at all. I thought it was just going to be me doing these videos ready for me to look back and do my video diary sort of thing. So I'm over the moon. I can't fault it, like I said. So thank you all of you for watching. I hope you've been enjoying these videos. Okay, as I promised, the rest of my seeds. So what have we got? We got onion, crystal white wax. These are a pickling onion. They're only small onion. They're great for pickling. So we've got these. These are brilliant. So strong, especially if you do pickle them. They're really good. We got leek musselburgh. We're gonna do some, hopefully make some leek and potato soup this year. So we'll grow the leeks and we'll grow the potatoes, which will be nice. We have got parsnips, tender and true. Parsnips are my enemy. I have never ever been able to grow parsnips successfully. I've tried a few different methods and I just haven't been that successful at all. So what I'm gonna do is, someone suggested putting these in the freezer for about a week before I want to use them, and then try it that way. Apparently the seeds need a cold frost for them, so I'm going to try it with some of them, see if it works. Like I said, I've tried for a few years now growing these. I've never had any luck, so I will literally try anything. So I'll give them a go. If you've got any recommendations, let me know, guys. I'm always on board with new recommendations. We've got carrot, Ottoman King 2. So we'll give them a go. I love carrots. The seeds are really small on this. I wasn't expecting that. Sorry, the carrots seeds. So we'll grow them this year. Might make coriander and carrot soup, I think it is. I like making soups, as it shows. So we'll give that a go as well. I've also got some sunflower seeds. These are from the sunflower heads that I grew last year, and they are skyscraper variety. So we've got more than enough of them. So I'm not sure what we'll end up doing with them all. Any suggestions? More than welcome. But we'll give them a go as well. But that's it for seeds, really. I might look at getting some more herbs, but that's probably it. And I'm still debating whether or not to do tobacco. I haven't had a chance to research it yet, so I'll have a little look at that. Hi all, how you doing? I'm just going to do a quick little add-on to this video about chitting potatoes. We're not a big potato eater in our household, there's only the two of us anyway, but we're not massive potato eaters, so normally one bag like this is normally more than enough for us, and we end up giving some away to friends and family normally, but we might do a few more later on in the year, but we'll see. Sorry about Indy, he wants to be on camera. But all I'm going to do is just go through these quickly. I'll just have a little look through them anyway, just to show you. Now, we bought these a little while ago, so they started going already. So all you want to do is you want to have a look. Like, these ones are quite big already. These are Desiree. Yeah, Desiree main crop potatoes. So these can go out anytime from sort of mid-February. So they can go out anytime now. And from what I've read, you don't necessarily have to chit your main crop potatoes. Let me know if I'm wrong on that, but you don't necessarily have to do it. But at the moment it's too wet in my opinion, and too cold, and I haven't got anything ready down the allotment. What? I haven't got anything down the allotment compost wise and things like that ready for to actually plant them. They're going to go in buckets this year as last year, just because it was so much easier digging them out, and the year before we had them in the ground, and we still finding potatoes now. So all I'm going to do is just going to look for the strong chits. You only want 2, maybe 3, I think it is, maybe 4 maximum, and that's it really. So just have a little look. If we've got one little one here, all I'm going to do is just knock that off. That's it really, and just place it in an egg cup, or we've got somewhere around, I've got some pots as well, because I won't have enough in the egg cups. Just pop them in. So again on this one we've got 2. Ideally you don't want them at the bottom because that's no good for growing. You want them at the top and maybe up to halfway down, I'd say. You can't really go wrong with potatoes if I'm honest. They're pretty good no matter what you do with them. They're sort of the fail-safe veg. So we've got this one on there. There's a few little ones at the bottom we'll just rub off. Doesn't matter if you don't get them all. Just pop them in. Again, like I said, these are pretty good. These are from Wilco's. I think they were £2.75. So you can't beat a bit of Wilco's for potatoes. And again, pop them in your egg cup. Obviously the bigger ones are going to have more, so again, you only want a couple on there really. You just want to go around taking them off. You see them. So this one's got sort of 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm quite happy with that, so I'm happy to leave that on there. And these are, as you can see, these are quite a good size as well. They're not too bad. Obviously you get some smaller ones, which is fine, but these aren't too bad at all. On this one there's only 3, 1, 2, 3, and again we're happy you have them. That's the first lot done. And then it's just a case of going through, taking the odd ones off. And all I'm going to do with these, now depending on which way you want this, that's a stronger one, so I'm going to take that one off. Yeah, depending on where you want them. Sorry, what I'm going to do with these, just put them on the windowsill for probably another 2 weeks or so, just until I'm ready really from at the allotment, and then we'll have them out in buckets, which I'll show you in a later video. Then as they get smaller, pop them in. I try and normally get all the big ones first because the little ones are easier to fit in tubs. And again, cat's behind us, what's he doing? Oh, he's decided we went away for the weekend, I think I mentioned earlier, and my sister was looking after the cat, so I measured all his food out because he has dry food, and as you can see he's just found it, so he's happily munching away. So that's the 2 egg cups done, or egg cartons. All I'm going to do is place them on this windowsill in the sun for probably about 2 weeks or so, until we're ready to have them at the allotment. I'll move that along there. Yeah, just until we're ready. And what we've got here, we've got just a takeaway container really, and all these little ones then will end up in here. Again, we're just going through them. And we'll take that one off. That's about it, guys. like I said, we've had the plot update for this week. Like, couldn't do much down the plot at all, just because I was away on Monday and Tuesday. It's Tuesday today. What I will do is I'll show you a little tip I do as well with my pots. I'll show you in a sec. Join me then. There you go, guys. We've got 3 trays of potatoes ready to go in. We might do some extra ones this year just because we might give some to friends and family. But it's not bad for £2.75. How many have we got? 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 24 potatoes for £3 basically. That's not bad at all. So hopefully these will be nice high yielding. I should have said as well they're red potatoes, just because that's what we like in our house. I hope you found this useful, and join me in a sec for my little tip. Okay folks, my little tip. In work I have a lot of these porridges that come in pots, and I just save the pots. Really, as you can see, I've got a few here, and I also have little cans of tuna, which come with lids. These are the lids for the pot, so they're like little, use them as little propagators, I suppose, with just a few holes in the bottom, as you can see, just like this. And these are great little pots, ready for seedlings and plants, ready for the spring really. So all I do, get my drill, and just pop. These ones are a bit difficult. All you do, pop a few holes in. You can see. If I could hold it properly. There you go. Just watch your fingers. Probably not the best way to do it. But yeah, just add a few drainage holes, and then you've got your pot ready. He says. Plastic's a bit rubbish, so it's a bit hard. Add a couple of drainage holes, it's up to you how many you want. Add them in, ready, and you're all ready to go then really. Like I said, these are great for pots, for plants, or the bigger plants if you transplant them on. And these are great for seedlings to start them off really. Just be careful at the bottom though. It can be quite sharp, the edges, so just be careful with that. It's a great way to recycle as well. And all I do with that then, and the lid, plant my soil wherever I want it, lid on, and this nice little propagator on the windowsill. Should be good. Hopefully you found that useful and enjoy.